Hello, Africa sports fanatics. Welcome to Safari Soccer. I'm your host, Yvonne Etta. Now, today I'm hosting Gor Mahia captain, Kenneth Muguna. Muguna, welcome to the show. Please take us through your football journey.
First of all, I started playing in Kisumu.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a certain team called Urusi Football Club.
Uh-huh.
Then I went to Real Kisumu Football Club Academy.
Yeah.
And from there, I went to KYOC,
Yeah.
Olympic Center.
Yeah.
And from there, I went to Palos. And from Palos to Western Stima, and from Western Stima now to Gor Mahia.
Great football journey there. Now, just talking of where you came from your youth days, Bernard Ondiek is your ride friend. You've been together since childhood days. So how is your friendship with him, and how is the brotherhood building?
I think for now, I'm not even considering him as my friend. I think I consider him as my family, because we have been together for now like over 7 years, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and is someone I met when I joined Real Kisumu Academy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were with him at the same in the same team, but we were in different categories, because he was in under 16, I was in under 14. But from there now we played together until senior level. So I think the bond is now very tight, and I think is now part of my family now.
Oh, okay. And you, talking of Palos FC, you are part of the Palos FC generation and you did well during the Go TV Shield and even promoted the team to NSL. What was the secret behind the great performance at Palos FC?
I think there was not much secret. It was just that the team had a good understanding, the players, there was respect between each one of us.
Yeah.
And we understood the targets of the team.
Yeah.
And also we had our targets as players. But the most important thing is that we had a coach who understood everybody in the team. As you know, for a coach, it's not easy to make everyone happy.
Yeah.
But Palos is the first club that I played for where everybody felt involved, even those who are not playing.
Yeah.
They felt they were part of the team. So when you are like that as a team, I think producing result is not difficult.
Mm. Okay, and can I call it you are lucky? You are one of the lucky players who have won the most valued player on your debut season in the KPL. Did you believe you would win the award?
Yeah. I have had that dream before, and in my youth level, I think I had already won some MVP awards before.
Yeah.
When I was still young. So definitely I had a dream that when one day I'll play the Kenya Premier League, maybe I'll win the award. And I'm so glad that it came so early in my career. It was just my first season.
Yeah.
So I was very happy. But even though I was also disappointed, maybe this season also I was eyeing for it until the corona happened.
Yeah.
But I still have a lot of years in the top flight, so we'll see.
Okay, and talking of winning the most valuable player in your first season debut, you were signed by Coach Omino. Will you please tell us the relationship that you had with Coach Omino? And by the way, sorry for your loss because he's late now. Sorry for that. Please just take us through the relationship between you and Coach Omino.
I think he's one of the coaches that I had a great relationship with. If you see, he was the first person who gave me my first top flight chance.
Yeah.
And the relationship was more of it was not like coach to player, but it was like a father to son.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember the first day we met at a certain hotel, and he told me about the ambitions of the club. He told me how he wanted his team to play.
Yeah.
And he told me that he wanted me to be part of that team.
Yeah.
He even had a lineup on a book which he had, and I was in it.
Yeah.
So he told me all they were waiting for is only for me to sign, so that we can start the journey together. So I can say he's a coach who helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Because when I was joining Western Steamer, even though the talent was there, but there were still many things to learn in football. Because as you know, the level is different from where I was coming from. But he was there. He was there to take me through all the drills and all the guidelines that I could have needed in my career.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that he has played such a huge part in my development as a player.
Great. And let me ask you, of Call, you have worked with Paul Ogai. Will you say where you are right now, we can also give credit to your youth coaches?
Yeah, definitely. I think for Paul Ogai also is just the same as the same impact Homino had in my career. I can also put him up there with some of the coaches that I've had. Because I remember the first month I joined Palos,
Yeah.
I got an injury, a knee injury.
Yeah.
And by that time the team was not performing well, and there were pressure here and there from the office to the coach. And if I'm not wrong, I think I was among the people who were supposed to be dropped, because they needed some new players in to help the team to perform.
Yeah.
But he stood firm and he said that I will be part of the team, because I can't be dropped, and I've not played a part. I'm not even seen yet by the officials. So he fought for me during that moment, and I think it was for him that now I think I'm a player that I am today. Because if at all I didn't take that chance at Palos, I think it could have been very difficult for me to manage to reach at the top.
Great. Let's talk about your current club. Let's talk about Gor Mahia right now. Being that you are the captain, how is it? How is the leadership, the benefits and its challenges?
I think it's a big role. It's a big role, and as you know, Gor Mahia is the biggest club in the country, and the most followed club in the country as well. So it's a big job, but we are here for that. We are here to handle the big occasions, the big jobs. And when I was given the captaincy, I think I knew what I was getting myself into.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was ready, especially it was my first year now coming back from Europe.
Yeah.
And I was already in the club, so I felt like I could handle the situation, and I think so far it has been great. But the most important thing is that when you have a squad that cooperates within, and you have a coach that understands the team, you have a chairman that understands the players, and everybody, I think we are moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
So it was very easy for me, and also my assistant captain who just moved to Simba now. I think it was of great help as well, because as you know that when I was the captain and is the assistant, but he had the experience because he had played in the top flight more than I have. So he helped me a lot, especially in some difficult situations. But so far, I think it has been great.
Okay, talking of having that great feeling of leading the players, how does it feel captaining or leading the players who are demotivated by salary delays? How do you guys solve this issue of salary delays at Gor Mahia?
I think it's not easy. It's not easy, especially for a group of 29 players, to pull them in the same direction, especially when the clubs are facing financial struggles.
Yeah.
And the most important thing is that we had a group of players who are focused and who knew what the club was going through.
Yeah.
Though maybe sometimes the communication was not clear, but that's part of life. And the players understood the situation.
Yeah.
Because at that moment, of course you are the captain, but you can't again force someone to come to the pitch, because you also have to listen to part of his story and also how he's feeling about the situation. So we were just talking as normal. Sometimes we had meetings after the training sessions. Sometimes we had meeting after the matches, and I could ask the players how they feel and what's the way forward, so that we can at least pull in the same direction, even though we had some difficulties.
Yeah, talking of pulling it through in the field, what was your motivation? Because we can say there was no financial, you guys had no finance. So what was the motivation?
The motivation is always that to play football, as you know, in life as well, in football, there will be some challenges, but you just have to keep going, because you can't stay in let's say you can't be stuck in a situation now like things are difficult and this, but you have to move on. And our motivation is always there, especially thanks to the fans who always push us a lot. Because sometimes you may be having problems inside, but when you get to the pitch, the fans are there. You can't let them down, so you have to give out more than even 100%. So the motivations come from ourselves a lot, and also from the fans as well.
Okay, great. And talking of from motivation from fans, there have been rumors of you leaving Gor Mahia, and maybe your fans are not so sure whether you'll be leaving or not. Would you please clear the air for your fans whether you are at Gor Mahia or you'll be leaving?
At that moment, I think at that moment, yes, I was leaving.
Yeah.
But at this moment, I think I've had several meetings with the officials, especially the chairman. We have talked so much.
Yeah.
And as you know, I have great respect for the chairman, because when I first signed in this club, they welcomed me very well. So even though sometimes there are issues, like a family, the marriage can't always be smooth. There must be some issues in between, but the respect is always there, even though sometimes we are not in agreement. But so far, I can say we have had meetings with him, and everything good. And I'm ready for the season to start as a Gor Mahia player. So, but you never know. Maybe anything can happen. But so far, I'm satisfied with how we have talked, with how we have agreed with him, and let's now move the club forward.
Talking of you never know, there is a statement that was released by DC Motema Pembe on their social media handles that you are joining them. Please confirm or deny the statement.
No, right now I'm not involved in the transfer issues, because as I told you that now I've already spoke to the chairman. So everything that now happens in a transfer now has to pass through him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So now they have a hand in my transfer. So in case the club have approached them, I think is the person who now has the answer to that. But as for me, I'm waiting just for the season to start, and we are waiting for the government to at least reduce the rules and the restrictions that they have put across.
Talking of you waiting for the season to start, what will you say with the current exodus of players from Gor Mahia to other teams? Will you just are you sure Gor Mahia will perform well in the KPL, the CAF Champions League and the Federation Cup next season?
For now, I think it's too early to talk about that, because some players have gone out.
Yeah.
And some we are still waiting for some, maybe those who will come in. But with Gor Mahia, I know always quality goes out, quality is always coming. So that's not a problem. But it's always in good faith, even though sometimes it's painful when some of your best players leave. But also for the best players to come in also, some also has to go out. They can't be there, all of them. So for those who have gone, I think it was the right time for them to leave, because they served the club well, and they have been good teammates for me and for other guys as well. So we just wish them well as a club, and you never know, maybe one day again we'll find opportunities to work with them. And for those who are coming in, I think they know which kind of club they are coming in to play for.
Yeah.
Always they have to be on top, and that's all. Gor Mahia, you can't fight for second position, third position. You always have to be on top, and I hope they'll come in with that mentality, because all of us who are remaining have that mentality within us. And it's there with the fans, with the office, with the coaches. So we just hope that those who are coming in as well, they'll add something to the club.
And so how is Gor Mahia preparing for the next season? Because at Gor Mahia, you have to be on top. What are the measures are Gor Mahia taking so that they just remain on top of the league?
I think so far the office is restructuring, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Because you see, the club just had elections some few months ago.
Yeah.
But now that one now depends now on the club, because the chairman is the one who is recruiting in the players and the coaches.
Sure.
But for us here right now, since we haven't started our training in groups, we are doing individual trainings, which is very important for any athlete who is playing at the top level. So we just have to be fit, so that when we start training as a group, we are now good to go.
Okay, let me ask you about a personal question. If you will be leaving Gor Mahia, where would be your first destination?
You can't choose as a player. You can't choose, because tomorrow is not the same as today is not the same as tomorrow. So you can't talk of what can happen tomorrow. Maybe you can say that today I want to play this place. Maybe tomorrow it's different from the way you are viewing it today. So as a player, we don't choose any environment we have to play to. You never know. You can play in Zambia, you can play in Tanzania, you can play in Congo, you can play in Egypt, in everywhere in Africa. Even sometimes you can even move to a certain team in Kenya. So long as you are convinced by the club that you are convinced by the club owners, and the project that is going on in the club is convincing to you also as a player, so you can move anywhere.
Let me take you back to your days at Albania. What went wrong? Why did you have to come back?
I think in Albania, I've had that question a lot.
Yeah.
But for me, I didn't see anything that was wrong. I played there for 7 months, I think. 7 months.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed my stay. And it came with a lot of challenges, of which was good for me as a player. It was my first time going out of the country. So I learned a lot, especially some things that I needed to improve on. And I've been working on them since my return in the country. So for me, any move that I make, whether it's short or long, I don't always consider them as wrong moves. I always consider them as something that I can learn from. So in Albania, I think it was great, and I thank the club for giving me that chance. And also, I'm a fan as well. I've been following them. I've been seeing how they are performing right now. They are now making a name in Europe as well, and I'm happy for them, because I still have some of my friends there in the club. So it's a great club, and I just wish them well, since I was part of them.
Great. As we wind up this interview, Muguna, will you just please, just a parting shot or a word of advice to your fellow players and your fellow teammates at Gor Mahia, maybe during this time, during the mass exodus at Gor Mahia, the financial issues at the club, and any other player maybe who is looking up to you?
First of all, let me start with with the parting shot, maybe to the fans, I think. Kenyan football last year was very difficult for the players and the fans as well.
Sure.
So I just wish that this season, I think we should crowd the stadiums.
Yeah.
And for us players, we assure them that we'll give them good entertainment, and we'll give them a good result as well, positive result.
Yeah.
But I would just like for us to make our football grow, especially this year, because we have learned a lot from other countries as well.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that we are bad, but we are. I'm not saying that we are bad as a country, maybe, but we are great. But I think we can still make it better and better and better. And I would like APL to be one of the best leagues in Africa. So that one will happen if the fans stands up in the stadium, and the players as well. The quality of the football is good also. With that one, I think the level of the league will go up definitely. And to all the players in Gor Mahia, I just wish that they stay healthy. As you can see now, almost maybe in few weeks or few months, we'll be back in the pitch. Sure. So I want all of them to be healthy and fit, so that we can start the season well, just the same as we did last season.
Yeah.
And to all the upcoming players, I think I'm not a man who like to advise a lot, because my method of learning is always being inspired. I like to see, and I learn by myself.
Yeah.
I think that one is always better. So any upcoming players, just pick one of the players and be inspired by him.
Okay.
Don't want to be exactly like him, because sometimes you may want to be like him, but maybe you can be better than him and you don't know.
True.
So don't limit yourself like you want to be the same as this person, but see him as inspiration, but at the same time maintain your path and make a name for yourself.
Sure. Thank you very much, Muguna, for gracing this episode of the Safari Soccer Show. To our viewers, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and put the bell icon on, so that whenever we go live with our guest, you can get the notification. Follow us on all our social media handles at Safari Soccer, both on Instagram, Facebook, and on Twitter. Thank you very much, Muguna, and all the best in your football career.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.